everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, as I'm sure you're all well aware, Catherine is in charge of the patronages for Wimbledon, other tennis sports, and Wimbledon's going on right now, July 3rd through the 16th. And so there's been a lot of wonderful pictures of her there at Wimbledon looking glamorous and being a joy to the staff and other players, just having a great time. And of course, because Catherine's been getting so much publicity, what happens? Meeking calls the paps. Because we all know paparazzi don't just come out, drive for hours to send a barber to show up to get pictures of her at a, you know, food market, right? It's the other thing Meghan and Harry seem to forget. It's like, Princess Diana was alive. There were no cell phones. They were just starting to come out and they didn't have picture phones at all. So that's why there were so many paparazzi because, newspapers and magazines were selling very well and they needed them. But now with the internet and with cell phones with the cameras, they don't need paparazzi anymore because there's always somebody around to get a picture and pass it on to the paper, or they go on social media and get pictures. So it's ridiculous that she still tries to pretend like she's being papped. It just doesn't happen anymore. You can't push the Diana lie of being papped so desperately. I mean, to go so far with that whole lie about being in a car chase in New York, I mean, it's just ridiculous. They are definitely in an alternate universe, and they're trying to push this lie on us, which is this gaslighting. Anyway, so here we go again. Meghan pretends to be papped again. So as Meghan Markle picks up fresh flowers and samples some honey at the Montecito Farmers Market without Harry and brings along a beloved pet beagle instead, despite the no dog policy. So exclusive Daily Mail photos show Meghan Markle checking out the Montecito Farmers Market. The Duchess of Suing and Sex 41 was there without husband. Okay, I just read that. Meghan nearly went undetected by locals as she picked up some fresh flowers and sampled some honey. It says Meghan Markle broke cover on Friday to check out the local farmers market, days after explosive docu-series with Harry failed to score any Emmy nominations. The Duchess of Suing and Sex was spotted stopping by the Montecito Farmers Market near the couple's $14.7 million mansion, but without her husband. The 41-year-old was instead accompanied by her security detail and one of her beloved pet beagles, despite the market's rule prohibiting dogs. Wearing a white unbuttoned collared shirt. Oh, the boyfriend shirt again. Was it the husband shirt, the boyfriend shirt, whatever Misha Nunu pushes? Uh, collared, unbuttoned collared shirt over camel-colored maxi dress, black flip-flops, and sunglasses. The former actress went virtually undetected by locals. Oh, they detected her. They just didn't care. They're like, oh, it's her. He went from tent to tent browsing various collections of goods. And there she is at their best stalker look. I mean, I know they took the picture like this to try to make it seem like a paparazzi snuck up from the outside and said, "Hey, Megan." And she just stopped and looked and she was caught mid-action. But we all know this thing is staged from beginning to end. You can tell with this article that they don't call her Megan. They're like, the Duchess of Suing and Sex, the Duchess of Suing and Sex, because I'm sure she insists that they call her that constantly throughout the article. And there she is with her security guard. Look at that bag she's carrying. Why are you carrying such a huge bag? Why is she buying flowers? Who's she buying flowers for? Man, she just looks, she looks like a CIA officer. She looks like security. If you ask me who's the security, she looks like a freaking copper there. She looks like she's security. Sorry, she does. The white shirt and the big sunglasses and the hair slicked back. That's supposed to be some kind of duchess or glamorous actress. Neither nor. She looks like she works for Obama. She picked up a bunch of fresh flowers and then stashed in a large woven straw tote for her convenience as she continued shopping. At one point, she also stopped to sample honey. While Megan was largely managed to fly under the radar, she was friendly and smiled politely at a handful of locals who did recognize her. See, that's why I said they knew who she was. As her security kept a watchful eye. So there's the sign, no dogs allowed. But Meghan and Harry are above the law. They're above the rules, as always. That's why they went into that school to plant flowers with the children during COVID when the parents couldn't even enter the schools. Because Harry and Meghan, there's no rules for them. They're above everyone and everything else. You follow the rules, not them. Mm-hmm. That's the way it is. You can see the arrogance, the dictator attitude here. I mean, the arrogance, these two. Like, I could just do what I want. I'm better than all of you, even though she's worse in every way. While Megan largely okay, the large bodyguard kept a safe distance and minded her pooch while she looked around. The couple owned two beagles, Guy, whom they broke two legs and have still not explained what happened, and a new one named Mama Mia, what a dumb name, who they rescued from an animal testing center last summer, or so they say, but they probably got it from a breeder. They also have a Labrador called Pula. But the former royal wasn't the only noticeable face checking out the farmer's market at the star-studded seaside town. Bleh. Reminds me of that skit she did with Ellen DeGeneres, where she was like putting a crystal to her head and singing a kitty cat song. It's the exact same thing happening again, right? She's looking at the different vendors. Keith Hudson, the pastor father of Katy Perry, who grew up in Santa Barbara, was also spotted amongst the crowd shopping. Farmers market is held weekly in the community, rotating along four sections, 1100, 1200 blocks. The affluent coastal town has become increasingly popular among Hollywood stars due to its idyllic landscape and secluded homes, ideal for privacy lovers. Megan's outing comes after Netflix series was snubbed by Emmy voters. So, unlike her father, Megan cannot win an Emmy. Oh my goodness. But Harry, did manage to buy or score a Hollywood Critics Award nomination. Nomination. Okay, so they haven't got an award, just got nominated. Yeah, uh-huh. hmm Poor dog. I feel bad for those dogs. Meghan and Harry have been seen out and about in their Montecito neighborhood in the recent weeks, following a series of blows to their media empire. You mean their website? The pair were seen smiling and holding hands in Santa Barbara ahead of Independence Day. Yeah, where they again they papped themselves because it's illegal to take pictures of celebrities' children. So obviously Harry and Meghan were papped themselves again on the 4th of July. And I didn't see any pictures of them holding hands, that's for sure. Some more gaslighting. The outing came after Buckingham Palace confirmed the two had officially vacated Frogmore Cottage at the request of King Charles III earlier this year. It also followed Spotify's decision to part ways with the couple and forego a second series with Meghan's 13-episode podcast Archetypes, which was number 1 in the streaming service rankings when it debuted. Yeah, only because Meghan paid for Christopher Boozy's bots to keep clicking on it. And the Sussex Squad, no doubt, chimed in and we're all clicking on the website over and over. Spotify and Sussex's audio production company, Archwell Audio, released a joint statement saying they have mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series they made together. All right, so why is Meghan cropping out now? Why is the stalker stalkering out now? Um, she looks just the same she does her children's pictures there, doesn't she? But hmm. So what do you think? Why is she cropping out now with her funny looking legs? Those legs. Those those shins. Doesn't look as bad as she usually does there. Looks somewhat decent here. Not as bad as she's been seen wearing outfits. So that's it. The whole clip is just her walking. There's an old clip. Now that outfit is just hideous. That is a hideous looking outfit. That one, with the hat and the outfit is just she's dressed a little better this time. So what's going on? Why is she suddenly dressing a little bit more decent and popping up now? Let's find out. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the beautiful Chrysalis Tarot. I haven't used this in a long time, and in this deck, they recommend not using reversed cards. So just a heads up, there will be no reversals in this with this deck. They recommend you not use reversals. So that's what the creators recommend. I'm going to go with their recommendations and take a look here at what Meghan was up to with her popping herself at the food marts there. The Let's see. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm going to split the deck. Let's see what the cards show. All right. So, what's our general attitude? 10 of mirrors, 10 of cups. Mirrors are cups in this. So she knew that this picture would fly back to the royal family. I often see Ten of Cups as the royal family. And of course, we know with Catherine all over the media every day that Meghan couldn't resist flying out, knowing it would get back to them via the media. 10 of Swords. Woo! 10 of Swords. The scrolls are the swords in this deck. She's attacking here. She's being a lioness, Catwoman that she is, a Leo that she is. And she's feeling down and out without the Emmy nomination. She was feeling criticized. She couldn't stand it. She's like, that's it. I'm not going to sit here and be made a fool out of and not be nominated for that. That's probably a major reason why, or not, or at least part of the reason why she's so furious that she didn't get an Emmy nomination, her and Harry, because right now, Meghan always stalks the royal family and their current news and their current media. So Catherine is all over the media day after day after day, and the only thing that comes out about Meghan and Harry is, oh, they didn't get nominated. So that was another reason why she's still feeling attacked and criticized. So she decided that to fly out this story and I get 6 of wands. She wants to be seen as a hero here. She's putting out her message here with her pictures, trying to look good, putting out the media there. So yeah, she's still trying to push her self out there aggressively. And she's always doing it. I mean, as we all know, it's a repeated thing that Meghan always tries to either outshine or compete with the royal family when they're doing something prominent in the media. She always has to compete. So here's another example, and this is why she's so despo. She actually comes out with these pictures that just she just looks ridiculous. Anyways, so the basis of it all. Knight of Stones, Knight of Coins here. The illusionist, right? 'Cause she's all about the illusion in the media and how she's portrayed there, and she wants to be seen as if she's still some kind of big star, she's so important. And her and Harry, they're getting papped all the time, just like Diana. Those paparazzi are everywhere. Meghan can't even go food shopping or buy some flowers without those paparazzi just popping out and snapping pictures. And you can see here the illusionist. He's releasing the bird, right? The bird is like the message to the royal family, since they're in the media here, right? Trying to seem like they're a happy, wonderful family too. So it's giving the illusion that everything's just so wonderful. Meghan goes shopping with the beagle, and the beagle's doing great. But in reality, she's feeling down. She's really down and out with the Ten of Swords here. She is a caged lioness here, and yeah, a caged tiger there, and she is right, wants to bite someone. All right, so I wanted to know when Megan was in the royal family, she really tried to push herself with Wimbledon with Serena Williams. So I was wondering, was Megan trying to take that patronage from Catherine? Like Catherine's, so white and ordinary, and I'm the new modern royal, and I have connections. My friends are in Wimbledon, so I should have that patronage. Was Megan trying to steal that patronage? Because I find the timing of this paparazzi with Catherine at Wimbledon to be really rubbing Megan the wrong way. Uh-huh. Queen of Cups. I'm gonna go with a yes because this is the Princess Diana card, and it's the Watcher in this deck. It's the Queen of Cups. So of course Megan is the wannabe Princess Diana at 2.0. Megan really wants everyone to associate Princess Diana with her because one of the reasons is to take it away from Catherine, who actually is the Princess of Wales, and whom everyone and the only one people should really be, if they're going to compare, I mean, people really compare Princess Diana to William because William took after her so much, but it is Catherine who is the Princess of Wales, like the Princess Diana was. So, but Megan wants to take that away. She's like, no, no, me. I'm like Diana. Go ask Harry. He'll tell you all about it. And of course, for various reasons, the media, the potential to make money and merch it, but also to keep Harry's under control. So yeah, so it's very important to her. She did try to get that, I think. I think she was trying to outshine Catherine, and she had and still has Harry convinced that she's bigger than Catherine, because Megan sees everything in Hollywood. So what is Megan expecting by cropping out and posing for these shady looking pics? Three of Wands. Yeah, so she thinks putting her face out. She seems to think putting her face out is just there's something she thinks there's something magical about it, or else I mean she does do a lot of hoodoo voodoo. She's a witch. We all know that. So trying to create some new stories, and she wanted to show her face. Um, and this kind of looks like her, doesn't it? It's like herself. But of course, she wants to put it out and create, story, some kind of that doesn't exist. I mean, there's nothing to say. Uh, you know, didn't say anything, didn't allude to what she was actually doing there. There may have been something to do with the idea that she bought flowers and all they kept saying in the article was she tasted honey, like as if that's the only thing she did. So it seems to be like maybe symbolic of what she's doing with that. I don't know. Honey, flowers, bees, sting. I don't know if she's up to something there. But it could be something dealing with her, her spell work. Who knows? But I do see her trying to create something here, especially in the media, and thinking that putting her face out is like some kind of magic. She always thinks it's magic. It just, yeah. All she has to do is put her face out, and the magic happens in her mind. She thinks this is a huge face. You see how big this face is? So she thinks her face is bigger than Catherine. She's like, I'm sticking out with a big face to everybody. So she really thinks she's bigger. She still thinks she's bigger than Catherine. She really does. She thinks she's better. In her mind, her and Harry. So what did she not want? What was she trying to avoid or not want by doing this? King of Swords. Uh-huh. This is like the lawyers, the writers, the critics, like the Spotify CEO and others. So the bad news that she's gotten people writing about it and talking about it. So she's trying to avoid the scrutiny and criticism and everybody talking about the fact that her and Harry got nothing as far as the Emmy Awards, and for good reason, and hearing all about that. So, yeah, Megan's trying to put something else out there to distract from the criticisms and the insights that people have as to why Harry and Meghan are failing so miserably in Hollywood right now. So what was she hoping for with her little thing? The acrobat, Page of Stones. Well, the Page of Stones could be like a child. I would often think of Archie, but I also see this as, her doing her little performance, right? So, and of course, Page is also information. So wanting to make a buck from the pictures. I think she was making a little bit of money, and we all know with Megan, she's so cheap and petty that any little bit of merching money she can make from her outfit and her shoes and her jewelry and whatever else on her Megan's mirror. I mean, who starts a website for themselves and their clothes, especially when you dress like her? I mean, she doesn't even dress well. And she never has, and she never will. But she's putting up this facade of being some kind of fashionista when she doesn't know anything about fashion. She always dresses horribly. Never seen an outfit that looks decent on her. They always look terrible. This outfit, and they're always bland. You know, these bland white and brown, khaki. Always the ugliest colors. What? So anyways, but she did want to put out her little performance there. This was her performance for the day. We know that Harry did a solo performance. She went alone because Harry went alone to deliver the Princess Diana Award recently. So I think that she was trying to stay away so as to try to make him look better, I guess. They may be trying to figure out which one of them is more toxic than the other. Perhaps as a competition, which one of them is more unpopular? I think they're both equally aberrant, but we'll see. Anyways, who or what caused Megan to want to do this little pop shot of herself? 10 of stones, like 10 of coins. So that's the royal family again. I'm getting a royal family vibe. And the little lady there. Maybe Doria had something to say about it as well. But again, I get the idea that this was mainly to make a little money, but also to try to outshine Catherine for the moment. Or if not outshine her, to put herself out there along with her and not be totally ignored. I do also get a globalist vibe with this as well, 10 of coins, not just the royal family, but the globalist. So it could possibly be part of her work as a soldier of this genocidal group is causing her also to continue doing her work here. This is like her work, making an appearance once in a while. So what's she gonna do next? What's next? Papa Legba, the strength card. So this guy is a let me look up exactly. He's like a hoodoo priest there. I mean, you can't make this up that this one came out next. That she's gonna be doing some literally voodoo. Voodoo has a long history of helping its believers achieve personal goals. Papa Legba holds the key to the gateway between spiritual and physical realms. Hmm. Yeah. So we might even say Papa's spirit and energy pervade the tarot, the unseen travel. But this is a voodoo, um, you know, uh, spiritualist here, whatever you want to call it, priest or whatever you might want to call it. Yeah. So I think we know what Megan's gonna be doing next. Gonna be a lot of dead chickens and feathers a flying is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing feathers a flying all over the damn place. Yes, sirree. So we got that going. She's gonna be doing something big, a major voodoo hoodoo ceremony coming up after this one. She's probably gonna be putting curses and hexes on all the Emmy Award people and Spotify CEO and the United Talent Artists. Watch, watch. She's putting all kinds of hoodoo hex spells on them. She's got a lot of chickens to get. And in the long term, what's happening here? Two of Cups. So I think that, this is her teaming up with someone else. Hmm. This could be her and Harry doing something, or Megan. I think Megan's gonna try to spark a rumor with her, like she did with the Getty, visiting Getty and getting tongues a wagging about that. So I think Megan's going to be trying to. Now it's interesting that Megan starts a rumor about her and the bodyguard and has the bodyguard wearing, when she went to New York, she had the bodyguard wearing a tie that matched her dress. And so people were saying, aha, Obama's former bodyguard is, people are saying messing around with Megan, right? And of course, then Megan puts out the story in the press that allegedly Kevin Costner asked Megan to be in a Bodyguard 2 movie because he had earlier in Bodyguard 1 asked Princess Diana to star in it, and Princess Diana seriously considered it, allegedly. Um, so I think Megan's really stuck on that whole bodyguard and bodyguard story, and I see her maybe doing something else to perpetuate the bodyguard story, having an affair, or someone else like Getty. But I do see with Two of Cups, she's teaming up with someone, try to push some kind of romantic, trying to get more media and attention with the idea that Megan is starting a new romance with someone else, and maybe she's leaving Harry. Maybe they're gonna divorce now, and et cetera, et cetera. So I do see that happening in the not too distant future, but only after she does a hell of a lot of hexes on people. That's all I gotta tell you. She's paying big bucks for a top voodoo person. That's all I gotta say. This is like top notch here, Papa Legba. So, yeah, Megan's got a lot of person to do. That's what I see happening. Look out. All right, so that is what I see for why Megan is cropped up again. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.